What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I am almost 5 weeks post-op and we are going to go to Pump House Myrtle Beach for the first time since my breast augmentation. I'm really excited to train on some equipment. However, I have not taken Dust Reloaded, which is probably the strongest pre-workout that I've ever taken. So I'm going to take a half a scoop and let you guys know how I'm feeling, because this level of caffeine is going to hit, and it always hits me really hard, but the fact that I have not taken it in a long time, I'm definitely gonna have all the feels. So we're gonna take half a scoop. We're gonna take half a scoop now, and by the time we get to Pump House, I'm gonna be itching to go. So let's go hit the gym. So the first thing I started with was leg extensions. I felt like it was a safe exercise, and the big thing that I tried to do was, you'll see my hands are on my thighs and I'm not holding the handle. For that, I felt that it was the best thing for me, so I was not using my upper body at all. I kept this nice and light. You can see the plate moving. There's maybe 2 or 3 plates. I tried to keep it very light so that I was not engaging my upper body and that there was no tension. What you'll see different from other workouts I've done, I'm doing a lot of reps. So I'm keeping the weight very low. This is my first time back at the gym, my first time using equipment, and I'm keeping the weight super light and just doing lots and lots and lots of reps.
Going with the gut, never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that.
Another thing you'll see me do is actually touching the muscle.
You can have it all.
It's because I'm emphasizing the muscle contraction. So I always find that if I physically touch the muscle that I'm using and that I'm targeting, it helps to engage it more aggressively.
I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. It feels right.
The next machine that I went into, only because we found a machine that did not put any pressure on my chest, was the hamstring curl. The shape of this machine kept all the pressure off of my chest, and I very lightly, thoroughly braced myself holding on. I didn't even use the actual handles. I just kind of used the pad that was in front of my face, just so I didn't fall all the way backwards. But it was very, very nice to be able to engage my hamstrings. You can see the position that the camera's in right now. I'm not really holding on too much. I'm barely bracing. The handles are 4 to 6 inches away from my hands. the big thing that I'm trying to emphasize is that I'm not using my upper body. So this next machine, the pendulum squat, I didn't load any weight onto it. Literally, I took it like doing an air squat from a weird angle, and I got as low as I could, let the machine kind of bottom out, and came up. Nice and steady. This machine literally killed my legs. I felt it in my quads, in my glutes, in my calves. It was everything. But again, I tried to stick to like 20 reps and just stay completely engaged the whole time. The only issue I really had with this machine ended up being when I got in and out, because I wasn't using my arms. This is one of those machines that I absolutely hate, but it's like a love-hate. I can definitely see myself using this going forward in my recovery because it just hit everything. This next machine was the inverted leg press. One thing Chris had said when I was getting into it was to change my footing, because a lot of times my knees will come down and actually hit my chest. And being that my chest is a little bit bigger now, I tried to make sure that my knees stayed outside of my chest. And again here, you'll see me actually touch my hamstrings to force the engagement. And again, like the last machine, I did absolutely no weight on this. It was nice to move. So it was almost like doing kind of body weight exercises today. So I was pointing at my feet here. What I was doing is you can actually see my toes come off the machine as I accentuate driving my heel into the machine. So I'm forcing the length of my hamstrings to engage. And I'll do that a lot of times even with weight, but I felt like it was even more important right now because I have no weight on there. So every inch of the rep counts. And I really tried to make sure that I made it that way, that every rep that I did was steady and deliberate. The beautiful thing with this entire training session is that my chest did not bother me. I'm allowed to work out as tolerated, and I think I'm doing a very good job so far of not doing anything that irritates me. So if I look at something and it doesn't look like it's going to be a good idea, I just walk away. So hopefully I will be able to increase weight going forward.